I'm out here in the backyard. Today is Monday, May something or another, 18th. Okay. All the reviews you watched this week and the thrash metal ramble, I'm pretty sure were recorded like a month ago. And I've been doing all this work in the meantime out here. So the video you're going to be watching that's going on here, that was also like the video, I believe, on the Anthrax review, and you'll see pop up in other ones along the way, is me working in my backyard. I'm not telling you what I'm doing back here, but you're welcome to guess. I encourage guessing down in the comments to see if you can figure out exactly what I'm doing in my backyard. Now, I was looking at these reviews and I was trying to figure out what to record as another commentary kind of video. And I was looking at what, okay, I got Anthrax, got Disturbed, and then the video that'll be coming out tomorrow from your perspective will be Ghost Popestar. I'm looking at those three bands and I'm like, out of those three bands, there is only one band you can absolutely say without a doubt is a metal band, right? Now, you can put your comments down below. Tell me, out of those three bands, out of Anthrax, Disturbed, and Ghost, which one of those three would you say absolutely everybody would say is a metal band? All right, so that's in the comments. Okay. Now, me personally, I think all three bands are metal bands, and I'll explain. All right. Now, Anthrax, clearly a thrash metal band, all right? Disturbed is what? Nu metal, technically, I guess, sort of. To me, Disturbed is the heavy side of metal. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they're not the shrapnel-y side of metal like Anthrax is. But, you know, the title was never metal. It was always heavy metal. And you know, so going by that, to me, Disturbed is the heavy side of metal. You know, really big, thick, heavy production on them. And that's one thing I can really appreciate about Disturbed. Even if, you know, they're a band that I enjoy listening to. I'll pick up albums from. I don't mind and whatnot. But you know, they're not that shrapnel piercing. They're that heavy side. You know, they're like Metallica to me. You know, like I realize Metallica started out as thrash, but when you look at the albums, like when you look at Master of Puppets was a heavy album, man. It was not a thrashy album. You know, like it was too complex to be a thrashy album. And then, you know, like even giving a sneak preview, going into Monday's review, that's going to be The Sword. So, you know, another band that is, you know, you want to call them metal, but are they metal? You know, like Ghost, you know, they should be metal by all intents and purposes. And here, let me explain. So with Ghost reminds me a lot of Him. H.I.M., His Infernal Majesty. They Vili Valo, if I remember, if I said that right, sorry. When you look at that band and, you know, the fact that they were love metal, you know, but there was no denying that they were metal. There was that goth metal thing going on too, right? And then you look at Typo Negative, you know, Alice Cooper, you know, like people will say, no, Alice Cooper's not metal, but Alice Cooper does have metal albums, especially considering in the time they were released, they were truly a metal album. Like using Alice Cooper for example, Raise Your Fist and Yell album is undeniably a metal album. Constrictor is undeniably a metal album. Trash, that might just be a hard rock album. Hey Stupid definitely was a metal album of its time. Last Temptation, some people say grunge. I'm still gonna say that was a metal album of its time. And then Alice, then you get to Brutal Plan and Dragon Town, and those were definitely metal albums. And then Alice goes back into kind of his rock mode again. Okay. And then, he comes back again, he does, poop. Can't think of it at the moment. Anyways, another Alice Cooper album down the Last Temptation. No, that was off of crud. Anyways, then there's another metal album down. So metal is subjective. I've come to, and just you'll get people that I don't like grindcore people. Grindcore people drive me nuts, and I've mentioned this before. Because if you talk to a grindcore person, they'll tell you that Black Sabbath isn't even metal, it's proto-metal. And it's like, no. If Black Sabbath isn't metal, then doom metal isn't metal. Anyways, folks, there's been enough of a ramble here. I'll be back with a lot more rambles because of all this video footage I got coming up with all these bands and I question it. We're going to be talking about metal quite a bit, I think, in these rambles for a while. So let me know what you think down below. Drop me a line in the comments. On your way down there, hit the like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications. A couple of links worth checking out. Otherwise, folks, peace, love, take care.